Okay, what's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, men, women alike? Welcome over to the DFS five pack. We got some Friday baseball to run through. We got a big slate tonight, kind of like Tuesday. Big slate with not great pitching options, which is odd. Usually when you get a 15 game slate, you at least get a couple of good options, but they're they're a little lackluster today, to say the least.
They are. Looks a lot like that Tuesday slate, and doesn't help. All this sticky substance stuff taking a couple pitchers down the ranks a little bit.
For sure. I mean, no doubt about it, because Trevor Bauer at this
Mm-hmm.
price tag, lock city against the bad Arizona team, for me at least.
Two
If
weeks
it
ago,
was
yeah.
for sure, because he just, like you said, he is one of the top guys for this whole issue, and he has not looked good in a month.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, guys, want to grab a membership, want to get every player broken down for you? Check out today's members only video, weekly and monthly memberships available at the website. Subscribe to the station if you're new to it. Thumbs up is appreciated. Going a little bit of an inverse order today so you can run some errands. We're spitting out MLB. I'll drop some NBA knowledge on you guys here pretty soon, and we will continue to roll. But as far as starting pitching goes today, after talking this one through, we're shortlisted on the same three pitchers, which is kind of nice. And I think our overall mutual favorite is going to be Robbie Ray. And the 9,300 price tag, I think, is right for him. And this is a good matchup against a less than stellar Baltimore team. This is a guy that has not been a quote unquote sticky substance guy. See the game log. This guy's been really good this year. And you talked about it. There's some rumors that he's changed some of his strategy and his angles and how he wants to approach teams. But really, this comes down to one big thing for me. He's not walking guys like he used to. This is a guy who would routinely walk 2 to 6 batters a game. Always had like more of like a 4.5 ERA with a 1.5 WHIP. Well, the WHIP is way down this year because he's not putting guys on base. I don't know if you all know this, but it shouldn't take. It's pretty much a common sense angle. You don't walk guys, your numbers are going to be better.
Yeah, significantly so. And you're right. Robbie Ray, not a sticky substance guy, but has changed his pitching repertoire a little bit and has really kept the ball in the zone all year. Expect that to continue tonight in a fine spot in Baltimore. The Orioles, their offense is probably a little bit better than people want to give them credit for, but they're not great by any means. They're not, in a great groove right now. Ray, like you mentioned, he's just been good all year on a slate without a ton of good pitching options. I think you just play him and move on.
Sometimes guys change a little bit, and Robbie Ray has never lacked stuff. When we watch guys who like don't have elite stuff get through games, you call it smoke and mirrors, whatever term you want to use to refer to it. You're always looking for the other shoe to drop and people to regress. Ray has always had great stuff. He just walks way too many guys, and like he just picks at the side of the plate, and next thing you know, he's got 100 pitch count in 4.5 innings. It's just not been his case this year.
For sure.
All right, next up. So I'm going to stick with the Blue Jays. I'm going to move over to one of their hitters as far as my cash lock. I like the Blue Jays offense most days, but got to like them right here again, matched up with Zimmerman. Grichuk will guaranteed make the lineup today with Springer still on the IL. Now Teoscar Hernandez is out, so they're down a couple of outfielders, but still a really, really good lineup. Grichuk is very affordable at 3,800. This guy continues to be an underrated hitter. And I know like he seemed like the fourth outfielder to start the year, but he's been playing all season long with Springer missing most of the season. He's good. 13 bombs, pacing out for a 30 home run year right now. He's going to be relatively popular today, and he's very, very affordable.
Yeah, big boy power here. Like you mentioned, yeah, it hurts that they don't have Springer, Teoscar Hernandez on the paternity list, but it just makes their lineup easier to stack because you still have a couple expensive guys, and now you got guys to fill in with them. And Grichuk looks like one of the better filler pieces at 3,800.
Currently projected as the most popular outfielder on the day, not like overwhelming chalk. And that number might not stick, but either way, he's going to get some love today. But I don't think he's so overwhelming. I wouldn't play him in GPPs.
Same.
Especially if you're stacking the Blue Jays. Next up, cover board for the day, JD Martinez. We're a little confused about Boston today in one essence. Ownership projections don't have Boston being very popular, which we both anticipate changing. But maybe we're wrong. Maybe they just won't be popular. We have a lot of interest in picking on Jackson Kowar, who was just awful in his first two starts. And to boot, the Red Sox lineup can mash.
Yeah, the Red Sox can mash. It's bizarre that they're not getting love, but it's good they're not getting love. I mean, I think it's wrong, but like you said, hopefully we're wrong because the lower owned in baseball, the better. And Martinez under 5K, you kind of got me looking at this stack a little bit. Not that I wasn't beforehand, but Kowar has been so bad. Martinez under 5K. You first brought up Martinez saying he had kind of slowed down a little bit since his tour at the start of the year, and he has, but He still has double digits in back-to-back games. I mean, he's still one of the better hitters in baseball. I like him a lot in the stack. I like him as a one-off. He could be 5,800 here.
Man, you telling me at the end of the day that Boston is still coming in with no ownership, and this is one of those days where I will just pick them as my team and ride with them because I like the spot for them. And again, if they start to get love, then they might become more of a cash game plays. Sometimes numbers change throughout the day. That is the nature of DFS. It's almost like being a day trader in some sense when it comes to baseball. So I like Boston to score runs no matter what. Just how aggressive do I want to be on them? That's still up in the air a little.
Same.
All right, next up, let's move over to Otani. We like the Angels today. Kind of the same thing as yesterday. They don't have a lot of great hitters in their lineup, but with Trout out, Otani is their best hitter. You could actually use him today because he's not pitching. You've mentioned it with Urena all season long. We called for the blow-up start last time. Neither of us actually used the White Sox enough to really capitalize on it, but he got lit up. And he's just really bad against left-handed hitters. Well, Otani hits from the left side. He's expensive today, so while he'll be popular, he won't be over-the-top chalk because he's hard to afford, but he's a very good hitter, and he's one of the prime candidates for a home run today.
Yeah, he looks like one of the best hitters on the slate. Like Angels stack one off, any format. He looks like he's in a great spot against Urena. He's really good. He just makes sense in all formats if you can get to him.
Yeah, the spot makes sense. And the fact that he's dual eligibility helps him get rostered as well because, outfield's deep today. We got 30 teams in play, and you can only play 3 of them.
This is
first base, though.
Right? I was going to say, this is where he should be priced at. Earlier in the year, he was in the 4K range. He's a $5,800 hitter.
He's got 19 home runs this year. He's near the tops of the league.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so let's move over to your favorite stack of the day, the San Diego Padres, who, again, you're not going to get them at, low 1% ownership because they're the Padres and everybody wants to stack them. But they don't appear to be, overwhelming chalk today, and they're really good. And I don't know. I know you like them a lot today, so why don't you tell the people why?
Yeah, so first off, Grisham, very affordable at 4,300. They're all pretty affordable except for Tatis, and obviously we know he's worth spending up on if you like San Diego. Santillan was pretty good last time out for Cincinnati. He got a bad Rockies offense on the road in Cincinnati, and he barely, he skated by. For me, it was one of those starts where if you were facing a better offense, he could have easily gotten lit up. And today he's facing that better offense. In San Diego, they're feeling themselves after walking off last night with the Caratini 2-run homer. I like this stack a lot. And Grisham fits. This is a guy with power and speed. He's kind of underrated. He had missed some time, but now he's back hitting at the top of the lineup. I'm a fan. I've mentioned you multiple times. The Brewers never should have gotten rid of him, and they shouldn't have. He's good.
Can't argue any of those points, guys. So that is definitely the stack you seem to be vibing on early in the day. That kind of wraps up what we want to talk about for everybody. Membership link is below. Weekly and monthly memberships both get double sports, and we got basketball to talk about a little bit later. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Have a great Friday, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, guys.